Chase Anderson, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Chase Anderson, man, a pretty good pitcher. Really good control. He has a 3-pitch mix of fastball, curveball, and the straight changeup. His changeup has gotten better. As a matter of fact, if he has that straight changeup, it makes his 92 to 93 mile an hour fastball look that much better. If he's on, you'll know early. He'll be getting a lot of quick outs.
Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. But this is foul for the first strike. The 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. Good night for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. This is skied into short left center. Perez is calling for it. 1 out. A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, Dero?
Hey, Matt, the first thing I notice when I walk into Miller Park is those gaps are super tight. You got to get greedy in a ballpark like this. There's a lot of damage to be had. This park plays really, really tiny at times. So look for this offense to try and drive the ball.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. His lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a breaking ball stays outside.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Two balls and no strikes to the Padres center fielder, Anderson. A 6'1" right-hander. He was a 9th-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Popped him up. Aguilar in foul ground, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
On deck, there's Eric Hosmer. 1 out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. 2 gone.
Batting third, first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
So digging in now, Eric Hosmer, the American League's Silver Slugger Award winner at first base a season ago. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Braun coming on. And And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. The next 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Curveball, or maybe even the circle change there. 2-2 regardless.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 10.
Into the box now, Hunter Renfroe. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit up. The 1-0 delivery. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Hosmer, the runner at first with 2 gone. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Digging in, Austin Hedges. His lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson. He's 1 for 4. He's set, and the pitch. He takes a fastball on the inside corner. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouled off. The 1-2. Hit high and deep to right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back at Miller Park right after this. Clayton Richard will be the man on the mound for the Friars. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, lefty Clayton Richard, this guy's been around for a long time. Not an overpowering guy from the left side. At one time, he was in the low to mid-90s, but he consistently sits 92, 93, has the big overhand curveball, will mix in a straight changeup. The key to Clayton Richard, getting the fastball over for strikes to get a chance to use the off-speed stuff.
Here now's the center fielder, Lorenzo Cain, to get us started in the bottom half of the first. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
In is Christian Yelich as he'll take a look at ball one. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Runner back standing. The 1-0 pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
So a full count now.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
Now the payoff pitch home. Full count still. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first down.
Not an easy thing to do to stop one from going in the gap, but a nice sliding catch right there. He sure made that look easy.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. What's the key for them tonight, Hero?
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Jonathan Schoop. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Cain leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. The 2-1 home. Kane runs. Pitch inside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Now a swing and a miss as he was trying to flick that one the other way, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Second inning straight ahead here at Miller Park with no score. Digging in now for San Diego, Freddie Galvis.
Shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Here comes the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count. Three and 0 now. Padres shortstop ahead with a 3-ball 1-strike count.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
The 3-1 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his third walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Now batting, Christian Villanueva, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing 2-0.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Two and one.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Now the 2-1 pitch. In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
The 3-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And the throw in gets away from him. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's take a look at Jonathan Scope. Another one of the versatile new regime ball players. Ability to play second base, turn to double play at 6'2", 200+ pounds, and move over to third base with a rocket arm.
Coming to the plate now, Corey Spangenberg, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First delivery to him on the way. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1. Runs a bit inside for a ball. No score here as we play inning number 2. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. The 3-1. And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and one away.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
Digging in now, Clayton Richard, and their runners at the corners now. He's set. Here it comes. Hit down the line at first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Digging in to try it again, Travis Jankowski, runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Jankowski tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. And flirting with danger on a changeup that missed high for a ball. The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. Perez loves it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Friars forced to settle for just the one. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Padres 1 and the Brewers nothing. Now at the plate, Ryan Braun. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Ryan Braun.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
That's a ball.
Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Hit hard up the middle. Spangenberg on the slide. It's there, and he's out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Popped him up. Hedges has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 7, the shortstop.
At the plate, Hernan Perez. In previous at-bats against Clayton Richard, he's a .333 hitter. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Padres an early 1-0 lead here in the second. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Here now the 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Little dribbler down the line. Villanueva brings it in, and he is in there.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1-2-3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Into the box now, Manny Pena. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
The 1-0. Runners off for second. Pitch inside the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. We're back to Wisconsin right after this. Striding in once again, Manuel Margot, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
This is the kind of at-bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at-bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
1 out now in the San Diego 3rd, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. First offering on its way. This is hit softly to 3rd, and plenty of time over there at 3rd to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
Number 10, Hunter Renfroe.
Into the box, Hunter Renfroe. He drew a base on balls his first time up. First pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Padres still with the big goose egg in the hit column thus far. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Outside, 3-0 now. And this is nowhere close, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Striding in, Austin Hedges. Man at first after the 2-out walk. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Now the 2-0. Line drive to center field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him, as that ends the inning. Padres leave 1. They lead it 1-0. Now at the plate, Manny Pena, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Catcher, Manny Pena.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. Pena, or Pineapple as he's sometimes called. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2. That might have got him right in the chest. So gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And looked like he really left himself open after he released, and this ball came back and got him pretty good. And without speculating too much here, it's looking, at this point at least, like he will be able to continue out there. We should hope. So now the Brewers pitcher, Chase Anderson. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Now a swing and a little soft liner to the left side, but foul. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless. In now is Lorenzo Cain.
And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0 home. Taken, strike one on the inside corner. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And safe at first on a bang-bang play, as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. And it looks like we're going to see time called here, as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. But from all indications, it looks like it won't be enough to take him out of the ballgame. In now, Christian Yelich, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
The 1-0 misses above the zone for a ball.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
The 2-0 on the way. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
From the belt, the pitch. That one's in there. 3-1.
This is where, if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
Popped him up. Galvis is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Milwaukee leaves one. They still trail 1-0. Now to the plate, Freddie Galvis. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Freddie Galvis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a bouncing ball, foul. Galvis behind 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The next 0-2. Drilled to the left side. And the Friars are into the hit column.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
Now at the plate, Christian Villanueva. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So a 2-run shot to left center, and the Friars have moved out in front 3-0.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
The batter, number 15.
Standing in now, Corey Spangenberg. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground. Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. The 2-2. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, the pitcher, Clayton Richard.
Stepping up to the plate, Clayton Richard. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 delivery. Slow roller back to the mound. And that's the second out.
Center fielder, number 7.
Ready for another shot now. Manuel Margot. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Ready with the 0-2. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to attack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
That's in there. Base hit. Hack on another here as the runner scores from second.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Ready with the 0-1. High pop up. Perez is there for it. And that retires the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 4-0 San Diego. Stepping into the box, Jesus Aguilar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
The windup and the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Jankowski's there for it. 1 out.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Jonathan Schoop, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. And that one stayed too low apparently. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Ryan Braun.
Here's Ryan Braun now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. Schoop leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. A 3-1 count to the Brewers left fielder.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
The 3-1 pitch. Popped him up. Hedges moving to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, Travis Shaw, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. From the stretch. And that one stayed up a little high. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Trio fastballs in for a strike. And he fouls this one off. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now batting, shortstop, Hernan Perez.
Into the box now, Hernan Perez. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Scope rounds the corner and is headed home. 1 run scores. Here's a second runner around third. And he's in there safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Into the box, Manny Pena, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Renfroe giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back at Miller Park right after this. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Hunter Renfroe. A couple of walks for him thus far.
Right fielder, number 10, Hunter Renfroe.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
I think that curveball is the big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front.
Into the box now, Austin Hedges. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Again, another foul ball.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here's another 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Here now the 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the payoff pitch home. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Hedges is retired, 2 down now.
The batter, number 13.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Freddie Galvis. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Four runs, 4 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to Wisconsin right after this. Mike Moustakas will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 18, Mike Moustakas.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, newsflash, guess where the next pitch is going after that ugly swing? I guarantee you he tries to get him to reach again.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
The 1-2 pitch. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
In now is Lorenzo Cain, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
The 1-1. Hit down the third base line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. In comes Margot. He makes the running play. 2 down.
The batter, right fielder, Christian.
In is Christian Yelich. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Stepping in now, Jesus Aguilar. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning. Because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit and a 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
Pitch. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Digging in once again, Jonathan Scope. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Pop high in the air. Galvis settles under it near second. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. They trail it here 4-2. Joaquin Soria takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 48, Joaquin Soria.
Coming to the plate now, Christian Villanueva. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
That last at-bat, Matty B, a changeup right down the middle of the plate. Listen, this guy's got a great changeup, but he can't afford to keep throwing it middle like he did that last at-bat. If he does, this guy might be hitting back-to-back jacks.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0. Two-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
The count is 2-1.
Now the 2-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
At the plate, Corey Spangenberg. He singled his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
In today's game of seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it, I'd love to see a little two-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force feed something the other way.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
Standing in now, Clayton Richard, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. The 0-1 on its way. A bullet to first base. Throw back to the bag, and the runner's back in time.
Now batting, left fielder.
The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go Travis Jankowski. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Villanueva at second with 2 down. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring, an infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. And the recovery will be in time. He's out at the plate. And a costly decision to try for it there, as all of a sudden the inning is now over. Padres go down quietly, but they still lead this one 4-2. Leading off the inning, Ryan Braun, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Oh, and Braun connects on one in the air to deep left field. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Hit out towards second. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate, Travis Shaw. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jankowski arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Standing in, Hernan Perez, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Bouncer up the middle. Spangenberg is there. Barehanded for 1. On to Hosmer, a double play, and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Padres out in front in this one as we come to our game summary for the first 6 innings of play. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jacob Barnes will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Orlando Arcia will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. Now the pitch. This is flared out towards second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Digging in, Manuel Margot. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Now here it comes. Chopper foul. A ball and 2 strikes. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Eric Hosmer is on deck. 3-2 pitch. Flips the inside corner for strike 3.
Now batting, First baseman, Eric.
2 outs now in the San Diego 7th. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike to the Padres first baseman. Here it comes. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fouled away. The 1-2 is a curveball in the dirt, making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Hunter Renfroe would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-2 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was in...
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Padres down in order as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. So coming to the plate, Manny Pena 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Margot's under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Orlando.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. In previous at-bats against Clayton Richard, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. 1 out, nobody on. To 2-2 now.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Here now the 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Spangenberg has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
the center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. Here's the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Now the 2-0. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got to hurry, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Still down by a count of 4-2. Matt Albert has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
43, Matt Albert.
Leading off the inning, Hunter Renfroe, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Oh, 2, here it is. Popped him up. Scope over to his right. Makes the play. 1 away. Ready once again, Austin Hedges. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's set and the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
1-1. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Ready on 1 and 2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they still lead this one 4-2. Number 65 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 65.
In is Christian Yelich.
Leading off for the Brewers, right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground out to short. Galvis has it. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Striding into the box, Jesus Aguilar. No hits to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll dive back in. Yelich on at first, nobody out. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. A swing and a miss there. 2-2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. Runner back safely. Here's Jonathan Scope now, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Lets it fly. 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike.
Looks to me like he's just trying to do too much up there at the plate. That's an easy trap to fall into when you're the tying run, but you can't be chasing pitches out of the zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up.
In comes Jankowski.
But he won't get there. It falls in.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Set. Here it comes. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
First and second now, 1 man out. And Braun's able to resist. The count moves in his favor. 2-1 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit high and deep to right center.
Margot's on the move.
And that's the 2nd out of the inning. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. The 1-2. High in the air out to center field.
Heading after it is Margot.
Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Brewers strand a couple. They trail it here 4-2. Digging in, Christian Villanueva comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. From the stretch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. So 1-1. And it's fouled away. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Sinker, 3-2 now. The 3-2 pitch. Count still full, 3-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box, Corey Spangenberg, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And a high strike there. It's 1-1. So 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Braun has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting,
Carlos Suarez will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Kane is under it, and that ends the inning. Padres down in order as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Phil Maton comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 88, Phil Maton.
Eric Thames will be summoned to pinch hit here to start the bottom of the 9th. And remember, they need 2 to tie, 3 to win, so he's got his work cut out for him here. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Strike 2 as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. Thames behind 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
The 1-2 is a sinker in the dirt.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So his day over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the San Diego starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Manny Pena. He flew out in his last at-bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. A bouncer to the left side. Galvis is there. Throw to first will take care of him, and the Brewers are now down to their final out.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Orlando.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Orlando Arcia, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Here comes the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. The Brewers down to their final strike. Still 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Friars took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Clayton Richard takes home the win. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.